Hello everybody, David Cordrey here, and we are at San Antonio Card House, SA Card House in San Antonio, Texas, and tonight is game 3 of our Sit and Go tournament series, which will end in a Tournament of Champions once we have 9 individual winners. Tonight, we will get our 3rd winner. Thank you everybody that's tuned into our YouTube channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. It makes a huge difference to us. We truly appreciate you. So we're going to get into the action now. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Let's go. All right, we got a great cast tonight. There's Jenny in seat 1, Mauricio, one of my best buddies, in seat 2, Jordan in seat 3, David Duncan in seat 4. Just to get started. David R. and David D sitting right next to each other. Ethan, young entrepreneur, owns his own window washing company, washes the windows here at SA Card House. Amazing guy, amazing guy. Love Ethan. I don't know who that guy is. It says his name is Foster. That's actually Foster Hearns, our owner here at SA Card House. Sue in seat 8, and my buddy John Boyd in seat 9. Super actiony table. This is going to be a great tournament. Excited to see what happens. Excited to see who takes it down and moves on to the Tournament of Champions. Joel there in the background, our general manager here at SA Card House, running the action tracker. Well, our producer David's in the office, and our IT whiz, Dylan, will be here a little bit later, working hard at his other job. Looks like it's going to check around. And it does. It's a scary board for everybody. Foster folding the Broadway draw. Very disciplined. We don't draw with 1 card to come. Oh, and it gets there too. Gross. Jenny, the big bet. Let's see if Ethan figures out he's got it locked down and calls. Let's see if he calls, or he's reaching for the chips. Trying to get a read. And he calls her. Oh, and she doesn't show him. Tough hand there, Jenny. So, Foster in seat 7 says that if he's not the first person out, he's going to win the tournament. That's a pretty bold declaration there. We'll see. We'll see if he can hold to that. But Ethan's starting off strong, taking a command and chip lead with 2 pair over 2 pair. So far, Mauricio there in seat 2 and David Duncan have played every single one of these Sit and Go tournament series games. So the cool thing about the Sit and Go series is just because you win one and you make it to the Tournament of Champions doesn't mean you need to stop playing them. Because every time you win one, you add another 25K to your stack for the Tournament of Champions. So these guys are trying to win multiple. You know, could just take 9 weeks, could take 10, 11, 12 weeks, depending on. We need 9 individual winners before we start the Tournament of Champions. Sue is a great member of the SA Card House family. She is here often. She's a very strong tournament player, very strong cash player. Plays a lot of Omaha, bomb pots, Hold'em. She knows her stuff. Travels and plays. and works full-time. Yeah, we had a little problem with the microphones, so you won't hear the table talk tonight, but it was a very friendly, very fun table. They spent the majority of the night laughing and joking around. It was a good time. All right, we got 5 to the flop. Okay. Ethan announced the bet and had to take a little bit back because he threw more out there. Yep. All right, we're heads up. Ethan and Mauricio. Check, check. Mauricio, runner for the flush. Can't be comfortable with that 4 high. Just missed the straight flush. Ethan does not think he got there, but folds it anyways. All right, Foster first to act here. Foster very rarely sees a hand that he doesn't like. We got a raise. Oh, David Duncan. Oh. We got a fold out of turn by other David. David Duncan waking up with the ace-king suited. Definitely going to put in a 3-bet. Makes it 1,200. And Foster's going to call with his Jack-9 offsuit. 2 to the flop. Foster, contemplating the call, knows that he's probably behind, goes ahead and tosses it in. And he's headed back to the television. Nice hand, David Duncan. Way to continuation bet. Something I personally preach about. If you're telling a story pre-flop, you should tell it post. Almost 100% of the time. I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight. We have Goldmasters Jewelry Store. Rick Vincent's been in the same location off 281 in Thousand Oaks and Bitters area, Hollywood Park, for 40 years. Manny D and the Ferrarikids Foundation. Mack Injury Attorneys. And Lone Star Chrysler Jeep Dodge. And Bill Day. Thank you all so much for everything you do for SA Card House and for this stream. Jenny with the suited ace. I think David's going to call with this King 10 here. Dave R. not ready to get out of line. Not yet. Ethan with the pocket pair. Gonna raise it up. Seven four suited for Foster. For Foster, that's like pocket aces right there. He's gonna get in and mix it up with that. Foster could be in a little bit of trouble here. Ethan checks his eights. Maybe a little worried about that ace there. Foster checks. Jenny pops it up. If I'm anybody else in this hand, I say to myself, found it. Found out who's got the ace. Ethan's going to go ahead and call. He's not ready to lay those eights down yet, and Foster calls as well. All right, no help to either of the boys. Jenny's still ahead here, and massively. Oh, and it just got worse. Let's see if she can get some money out of him. Ethan's going to go ahead and lead out here. He still likes his pocket eights. Not worried about the ace. Now he's got two pair. Foster with two pair. And a call, and Jenny is going to show him the bad news. Got trips. Good job, Jenny. Getting a little bit of her money back from that big hand with Ethan earlier. I'd like to thank Leo, our dealer, tonight. He's dealt the majority of the series, and he was also our first winner in the Sit and Go tournament series. So he will be in the Tournament of Champions. If you make it there, you will be playing against Leo, who is a math teacher. Heck of a guy. Super kind, super smart. Hell of a poker player. Hell of a dealer. Fold around so far. Mauricio looking at the pocket fours. He's going to get in there. Get a bet out there. Looks like 1,200. Jordan, who hasn't played a hand yet, is going to get in there with the Queen 9 suited. Good starting hand. Both of the Davids with not so good starting hands. Ethan, Ace 4 suited. This could get wild here. We haven't seen Sue in the action yet. I'm sure she's going to start mixing it up here pretty soon. And we're 3 to the flop. Wow. Ethan with the nut flush draw, but the board's paired. Got to be a little bit nervous about that. Bets 1,000, gets 2 calls. Ethan makes it 3K. Riso's got to know his 4s aren't doing too well right now. 1 card to come. Just even looking at the board, you probably need a 4 to be okay here. Good fold. Good fold. And a call from Jordan. He's got himself a gut shot. And ends up with 2 pair. No diamond. Ethan's going to keep telling the same story and see if he can get away with one. And a call. Jordan's going to take down his first pot of the night. Jordan was really excited about playing in this, really enthusiastic about it. He is a cash player mostly. Last couple of years, I'm seeing him mixing it up, and especially getting in the big tournaments here at SA Card House. But he is a very strong cash player, a very regular cash player. And that's one of the things I love about the Sit and Go series is it is getting a little bit of everybody. We're getting some high stakes players, cash players, tournament players, Omaha players. It's like everybody's interested in getting involved in this, even though it's not a big high stakes tournament right now. You know, it's an interesting series, interesting concept, something that's not being done a lot, and it's a lot of fun. It's just a ton of fun. So I love seeing the great mix of players we're getting out here. It's a tough field to play against when it's a mixed field. You know, when you're playing tournament regulars, it gets a little bit predictable. You know, but when you're mixed in with a high stakes cash player, a mid stakes cash player, a low stakes cash player, and a couple of tournament players, you know, it's a minefield. Everybody's playing a different style of poker, even though this is a sit and go tournament. Some decent starting hands. Not Jenny with the ace-5 suited. John getting in, mixing it up for the first time tonight with the pocket tens. Puts in the 3-bet, 2.4K. Jenny calls for another 1,200. Ethan, I like a fold here, but get in there and mix it up. No, he's in later position. I'm okay with that that ace-8 offsuit. I personally I'm not playing ace, 6, 7, 8, 9 offsuit from early position, but in later position that's okay. I'd like to be able to buy the button there, maybe with a 4-bet. But Foster's coming along too. He likes that 5-4 suited. Oh, he gets a middle pair. John's gonna continuation bet. $2,400. Jenny's out of there. She said no hearts on the board. I'm gone. Ethan calls, and Foster shoves. He likes his middle pair and 4 spades. He doesn't think anybody else is on the flush draw. He thinks his 5-high flush is going to be good there. And he's going to make you pay to see the rest of the cards. Remember, Foster declared that he was going to be the first person out of the tournament, or he was going to win it. John laying down his 10s. It's a disciplined fold. I don't know that I can do it. And Ethan lays it down too. Foster will scrape it up. Middle pair takes it. And he's going to show him too. I had the 3rd best hand at the time, he says. Foster creeping up towards the chip lead. That transition was pretty groovy. I like that. Good job, Dillon, our IT wizard. That was pretty cool. Dillon's our IT wizard's a good buddy of mine. Foster asked me to come check out his live stream stuff and couldn't get rid of me afterwards, and I was like, I gotta bring my buddy Dillon with me. Everybody from middle position folds, and we're on to the cutoff and Foster. Ace 3, that's like quads for Foster. And he folds it. Sue not ready to gamble from the button yet. Foster's wife is sitting in seat 1, and Sue says, I don't care, I'm going to flirt with him anyways. Double paired board. See, now I'm betting this. 100% of the time I'm betting this. Alright, back into the action. Jordan first to act. Remember, Jordan's a cash player. Oh, no, he's not even going to play that 7-5 offsuit from early position. Good discipline there. David R. with a decent start in hand from middle position. Early middle position. He's going to call. Ethan with the fold. Foster looking down at hooks. Fish hooks. He's going to try and catch him some fish here. At least 2. Sue has been card dead so far. John has been too, minus those pocket 10s he had a minute ago. Mauricio. He's gonna just call. Does Dave still like his queen 10? Yeah, he's reaching for chips. He does. He's gonna want to see some spades, or he's probably gonna be out of here. Ah, look at queen 10. Trying to creep up from behind. Any donk bets out there for 2.5K? And Foster said, you're not donk betting me. Makes it 14K. Mauricio is now well aware that his king-queen is no good. And Dave R is going to realize that he shouldn't have donk bet there. Oh, he started reaching for him. I think he still wants to battle a little bit, just not for that much. It was a good bet by Foster. Overbetting the pot. Making sure that his pocket jacks hold up. Doesn't want to let anybody get there. He's reaching for chips. He's all in. Wow. Wow. That's gutsy. All right, let's see if Foster's the first person off the table. He's ahead right now. Oh, queen gets there for 2 pair. Wow. At least they didn't make him wait. Just got it out of the way on the turn. John gets it in massively behind. Not massively behind, but he gets it in behind. And takes the win on the turn. A lot of players say they hate pocket jacks. I love them. I think they get overplayed a lot. I think a lot of players have trouble folding them when they know they're behind. I like pocket jacks. When it comes down to it, they're just a pair. You know, I tell myself that if I'm having a little trouble laying them down, it's just a pair. But I fully agree with Foster's move. Just got pretty dang unlucky there. Good hand, Davar. David Duncan under the gun. It's going to call. He likes that suited one gapper. Dave R. with pocket eights. He's feeling a little lucky after that come from behind win last hand. Dave R. limping in with the pocket eights. And trying to do a little trappity trap. Sue, continuing with the card deadness, decides that she's going to play anyways. The 5 deuce all suited. Sometimes when you're card dead, you just got to get out there and play with any 2 and hope to change the way the cards are flowing to you. We got 6 to the flop. That's crazy. Nobody bet. 5 limps. David Duncan, pretty commanding lead on the flop. It's going to lead out for 2K, about a pot-sized bet. And it's going to get 1 caller. Jordan likes his gut shot. See if he likes it after David bets again. 3,500 it looks like. And he doesn't. He mistakenly shows 1 card. Flipped over on the button. David will scrape that up. Shows him both cards. David Duncan is a very strong player. I've been playing with him for years. It taught me a lot when I first started playing in card houses and casinos. Took the time to sit down with me and talk to me about my play and my image, and just was really probably my first coach. He was my first friend that sat down and talked to me about what I was doing. Had a ton of fun playing with him throughout the years. Foster once again with the 7-4 offsuit, and that's like quads to him. Wouldn't be surprised if he didn't rip it in. Nope, lays it down. Sue continuing with the soft hands and card dead. John as well. Jenny, ace-9 suited. From late position. Just gonna call. Mauricio folding his button. Jordan calls from the small blind. David D checks it. 4 ways to the flop. Looks like it's going to check around, and it does. Board pairs. Somebody bet it. First person to bet takes it down. We'll see. Jenny puts in what looks like 1,400. Yep. Jordan's going to call with his bottom pair, bottom 2 pair. Dave R is out of there, not going to draw with 1 card to come, hoping for an ace. Hearts get there. Check, check. Jordan shows the bad news, tells a story about why it's okay to play 10-2 offsuit under the gun, or from the small blind, excuse me. I wish I could hear that story. Nice hand, Jordan. I'd like to thank all the men and women at Foster's Bar and Grill here at SA Card House. Absolutely amazing, amazing homemade food here. Craft cocktails at the bar. Hetty, the bar manager, amazing guy. He's done an amazing job. Beautiful spot. You don't have to be a member of SA Card House to eat or drink here. Just come on in. It's walk in the front door, go to the left, and you're in Foster's Bar and Grill. It is absolutely amazing. I am proud to say that I eat here probably 3 times a week, sometimes 4. Amazing homemade desserts. It's absolutely awesome. Foster's going to limp in with the Queen 6 suited. Sue with the best hand she's had all night. Ace 9 suited. Foster could be in trouble here. So far, spades versus spades. Mauricio folds. Jordan likes his 7-2 offsuit. I told you, Jordan's a cash player, man. Getting in a tournament with the cash players, woo-wee. There's, you know, there's going to be times where they have any 2 cards on the deck. All right, he is not afraid to mix it up. He will get in there with you. You know, he didn't call either. He raised a 4K with that 7-2 offsuit. Foster calls. Sue's gonna take a moment to think here. She likes her hand. She hasn't seen very many good hands today. This is by far the best one. She's gonna call. All right, Foster jams it. Queen 6. He's open-ended. Thinks the spades might be good if he gets the runner-runner with Sue folding. They might be. They are now. And Jordan calls. Jordan is also open-ended, but for the smaller end of the straight. And Foster gets us straight on the river. And goes from a massive short stack to right back in the hunt. Jordan telling a story about why he played 7-2 offsuit and raised it. That's awesome. Those are some of my favorite stories. I love Jordan. He's a great guy. Great guy. He creates some content. I don't think as much as he doesn't as much as he used to, but he definitely creates some poker content. (9-7) under the gun for Foster. That's like a royal flush. He's reaching for chips. He's calling. It's like Dave R is enjoying a craft cocktail from Foster's Bar and Grill there. Jenny's going to raise to 2,500. David D. with the really good bad ace. Good fold, David. Good fold. I don't like that from that position and to a raise. Dave R. enjoying his craft cocktail and his King 8 suited. Ethan has been a little bored. He's going to get in there with the Queen 6 offsuit. Foster, you still like that offsuit one gapper? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And look at that smile. That's the, I know I got the worst hand, but I'm going to hit something smile. Dave R. Going to lead out. 2,500. Ethan with the fold. I think Foster will find a fold here too. He's going to make sure that his cards are no good, and they are. Jenny's got a decision to make here. Okay, I'm getting told from the booth that this is a misread hand that Dave R has pocket kings here. So he flopped a set of kings, and Jenny has the nut flush draw, and she's going to shove. So he does not have King 8 offsuit here, or King 8 suited here. He has pocket kings. Oh no, he does. He has King 8. And she gets her flush. On the river. Good flush there, Jenny. So he had 2 pair. That's what the hand was. Excuse me. Jenny jumps up towards the chip lead now. She was in last place not too long ago. These tournaments are a roller coaster. I love sit and goes. They're great final table experience. And a lot of the times in local card houses, there's a lot of chops when you get down to the final table, once you're into the money. So you don't get a lot of practice playing short-handed and playing heads up. And, you know, you never want to be the bad guy and say, I don't want to chop. It's becoming a little bit more acceptable than it was even 4 or 5 years ago. You know, but, yeah, this particular sit-and-go tournament series at SA Card House, there is no chops and no deals, period. You play down till one player has all of the chips. It's not even an option for a chop or a deal. Mauricio with the ace-king offsuit, which I love. It just takes all the pressure for chops and deals out of there. That's a big bet with the ace-king offsuit. Might just take this one down pre-flop. He's letting everybody know he's got a hand, and if you're going to come in, it's going to cost you some money. You want to know how good the craft cocktails at Foster's Bar and Grill is? Dave R. folding out of turn there a little bit. And Ethan with the pocket queens. Oh, Mauricio hits his ace. Ethan's not scared of the diamonds, not scared of the ace, not scared of the eights. And he's all in. They're both all in. Show him the bad news, Mauricio. right. Queen and a queen alone will save him. And it's a 5 of hearts. Good game, Ethan. Great guy. Was so glad to see him at the table here. And we'll see him again. I guarantee he's going to play this tournament series again. Yeah. Ethan is our first player out tonight. Absolutely no shame in that. He played a good game. I hopped in the satellite for the mystery bounty last night, and I had 3 bullets fired in level 1. 3 bullets in level 1. Not even close to my record, but yeah. All right, down to 8 players. John first to act. 6-3 suited. Jenny reaching for chips. Likes her 10-9 suited. So do I. Jordan, Queen, Jack. It's going to call the 2300. David Duncan. Letting the weak ace go. Dave R, Queen 10. Letting it go. Foster with pocket 4s. Oh, somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight. I can feel it coming. And he just calls. Sue with the pocket kings. Get in there, Sue. Show him who's boss. She shoves. 19.5. All right, I don't think Jenny's going to be liking that 10-9 suited as much. Love that starting hand. Jordan's out. All right, now we're looking at Sue and Foster. And he's laying down his 4s. She snatches those chips. Sue is card dead as she's been. Right in the middle of the pack. Right in the middle of the hunt. I thought you were reaching for chips there, Mauricio. That 9-3. Good job. David Duncan. He's got hooks. Is he going to get some fish? Makes it 3,500, it looks like. Foster. KJ. KJ does play. Sue's going to go back to folding. John has been really card dead. He's had one good hand, pocket 10s, and that hand turned crazy real fast. Jenny lays it down, and it looks like we're going to go heads up to the flop. David Duncan and Foster. Oh, wow. Set for David. Straight draw for Foster. He needs a queen and a queen only to win this hand. Ask for a chip count. Foster very kindly. lets him know what he has. Doesn't have to, but decided to be a gentleman and let him know what he has. David's going to pop it. For... it's like a little over 10K. 15.9 is the bet. 15,900 to Foster. Foster doing the math, loves that flop. Loves it. But doesn't know he's drawing to just a queen. He knows a queen would be huge, but he doesn't, I don't think he knows he's drawn to just a queen. He probably thinks he's facing a pair of an ace with a good kicker. And David shows him the bad news. No. You had 3 outs. Good fold, Foster. Mauricio sitting on top of the chip count right now. Nice and comfy. Jordan getting a little bit more disciplined. Not playing them cash hands from under the gun. It's good for longevity. Fun to get in there and mix it up, but want to make sure that you win this and make it to the Tournament of Champions, which is a $1,500 free roll. Yeah, this series has been so successful, it's booked for weeks out. If you're interested in playing, get with me, David Cordrey, on social media. Message me on Facebook, or that's the best way, is to message me on Facebook. I have Instagram and all that good stuff, but I'm the one that builds the list for these, and they're booked weeks out. Luckily, we're starting another one, so we're going to start a higher tournament series, 250 buy sit and go tournament series with a Tournament of Champions, $2,500 free roll Tournament of Champions. That'll start here soon. That game will be on Wednesdays. This game is currently held on Tuesdays. If you're interested in playing, get in touch with us. Call SA Card House and ask them to get in touch with me to get you on the list. You heard that bell in the background? Somebody's orders up at Foster's Bar and Grill. Wish it was mine. I'm hungry. Mauricio with complete air. So I'm going to go ahead and call here. Gets Dave to fold, who was in the lead. Foster with the BS detector is going to call, and Jenny's going to fold. Mauricio picks up a 7. It's not very good. I think Foster's telling him I got the BS detector. Mauricio is going to lead out. He's going to test Foster and see if he's got the guts to call with just a pair of 8s. Mauricio with nerves of steel. So I know I'm behind. I'm going to see if I can bluff you out of this pot. Semi-bluff, because he does have a pair of 7s. And Foster. It's like, you want to know what? I like my 8, and I got a BS detector. Wow, what a call. Nerves of steel for Mauricio to put it out there, and Foster with ice water in his veins says, you want to know what? Nah, my 8's good. think on a scarier board, it'll get a fold there. David Duncan with the suited ace. It's going to limp in from under the gun. Folds around to Foster. $10-9. Offsuit, but it's a big hand for Foster. If you're just joining us, Foster has declared, oh, ho, ho, Jenny with the ace-king. He's going to go ahead and raise to 4,500. That's a big raise. David Duncan has been pretty disciplined with those mediocre and bad aces from early position. I think that, yeah. That's why he runs deep so often. It's there's two things most poker players don't have: patience and discipline. And he definitely has both. Very seldom see David get out of line. He'll mix it up, but he doesn't get out of line. All right, we're going to nice hand there, Jenny, taking it down with the ace-king. I think we have one, maybe two more hands in this part one of game 3. And then we will have our second part 2 of game 3 out to you very soon after. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the SA Card House family. YouTube page, Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok. Dave R with the pocket kings. Foster, get in there with that 10-2. Nope, not this time. Maybe next video he gets in there with that 10-2 offsuit. Sue and John, that 8 and 9 seed have just been card dead. Jenny's gonna call with the ace-9 suited. Jordan calling from the small blind. Suited queen. David D, just making sure his cards read. 4 players to the flop. Should be an exciting one. And the hearts. Dave R in the lead right now, but 2 cards to come. I don't think Jenny's going anyplace. It's going to lead out for 2K. Bet of 2,000. Jenny with the call. Mauricio with the call. And Jordan with the call. Dave R with a set of kings. But still not that far ahead. Bets 5K. Gets a fold from Mauricio. A call from Jordan and Jenny. Jordan's gonna check. Dave's gonna check. Jenny's going to lead out. She got her flush. Let's see if they believe her. Leads out for 7K. Jordan snap folds. And Dave R calls and has shown the bad news. The set did not hold up. Oh, you're good the whole way. All right, thank you everybody for joining us tonight for our SA Card House Game 3 tournament sit and go series, and we'll be back with part 2 of Game 3. Please like this video, please subscribe to our channel, please comment below, and please share. It makes a huge difference to SA Card House and those of us working on this stream. We truly appreciate you for tuning in and for being part of the SA Card House family. I'm David Cordrey, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Good night. Hey everybody, David Cordrey here. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to the SA Card House live stream videos. We'll have more content out for you soon. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you at SA Card House soon. Thank you very much.